what is kind of like a truth, like a marketing truth or like a business truth that but is a little bit different and contrarian to like, what most people believe?
Yeah, I think that most people believe, especially in my industry, that marketing is some form of an art. And there is some truth to that, but it's more of an and. Marketing is more of a science. It's a science and then an art. We've seen, especially in the last decade, companies that have built really ugly websites that have made a lot of money. And it's because they understand the science of marketing, or they're at least falling in line with the science of marketing and doing things based on what's going to make people feel not intimidated, not overwhelmed, giving them too many options, right? Creating a brand personality. Like there's all these different elements to it. So I think really understanding as an agency owner, as a marketer, that you actually need to first educate your client and then take them through a process where they have a plan. And I think the planning phase for me is where I've really set myself apart because of the mentors that I've had. So I'd say that the truth is that people need to have a marketing plan and not just throw stuff at the wall and think that marketing is some sort of art. Like, oh, I got a good idea and I think we'll do it this way. No, like you need to have a scientific plan that is proven that you can walk through, document, and then go execute, and then be able to make adjustments and pivots throughout that process. And if you think that you're going to get results in 30, 60, 90 days, in fact, I'll be even as bold as to say, if you think you're going to get results in a year, you're fooling yourself. So a lot of these business owners want to go to work with agency owners like myself, or just any kind of web design owner or marketer, whatever. And then they get 90 days in, they're like, I'm not getting any results. Or they even get 6 months in, I'm not getting any results. And it's like, well, I can understand that in 6 months, you should be seeing some results, but the real ROI happens in the long term, over that long time horizon. So for me, I think just having realistic expectations, having a plan, and just being super clear that it's going to pivot and adjust as time goes on.
Awesome. So do you think that's true for all marketing, that it takes a year, or do you think there are some things that will take sooner? For example, like lead generation, right? You hear a lot of these lead gen companies. I get pitched, from lead gen companies every day, and they're usually talking about like, hey, we'll get you results guaranteed within 30 days. We'll generate you X number of leads. And if we don't, we'll give you your money back. So do you think that there's some types of marketing where it's going to be faster, like lead generation? Or do you think like, what are your thoughts on that?
So I actually had a client conversation the other day with somebody, and they were telling me the same, very similar situation. Like, oh, they're telling me they can do this and get leads going in really quick, and they're going to do it on performance. They're going to do this. What companies like that are doing is they found a tactic, right? You found one tactic that works. It's a proven tactic, which is great. But as the market changes and market shifts, if you're building your business on one single tactic, that's not really a plan. That's an easy strategy. So you have to be able to actually develop a plan that, okay, you're going to take that traffic and now you're going to actually funnel that traffic over to, like, taking them from LinkedIn and funnel them to an email list, or to a Facebook group, or to a circle community, or to a networking event, or whatever that is. It's not just the one tactic and transaction that you're doing to get that initial lead and drive that result. It's what are you doing on the back end of that deal long-term? Because this 97% of people aren't ready to buy right now. And whether they're going to buy in a month, a week, a year, or 2 years, right? My sales cycle from the person that sees me for the first time to the time they buy, I've calculated this as roughly 1.5 years to 2 years. So if I'm depending on just LinkedIn for that, I don't really have a cohesive, like, full-blown strategy. I'm just kind of relying on one tactic, and you're just playing a numbers game at that point. So I like to kind of take a bigger, broader approach of like, what does the full ecosystem look like, so that if this goes down, I'm not losing a ton of business.
Hey, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you watch the full episode here. And if you're not subscribed yet, make sure you click on the subscribe button. I really appreciate you watching. I'll see you in the next video.